Hello and welcome to Outer Limits UK. I'm Lainey, and today with me I have Alex Lovelock. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Lainey. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So today I thought we'd talk about things that have happened to you down the forest, you know, like weird stuff, have a conversation about it. So we can get out there, the stuff that's happened to us. So if anything's happened to anybody else, they're not alone.
Yeah, sounds good. I've got a few things on the paper. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of happened since, I think it's 14 years since I started going down. It's a long time. About the same as you, really.
Yeah.
You and Derek. Yeah. So, what would you like to know?
Ooh, when you first went to the forest, how did it make you feel?
I think it was a night. I think it was a night visit. It made me feel it was exciting going in there because you don't know what's going to happen. Do you? I didn't have a clue. You know, I did. To be honest, the only thing I knew about the forest was the UFO landing.
Yeah.
And I had only been in Suffolk a few months, so it was all new to me. And as you know, I've had sort of a lot of things happen to me all my life. So this was, it was different from the rest of the hauntings, as you would say. And there was a few of us down there. I wasn't on my own, so I was with Derek, Steph. Bloke's drilling now. Can you believe it? Can't believe it, can you? This always happens, doesn't it? Yeah, it was Derek and Steph, who now passed on. Yeah, there was a few of us, but the feeling I had was, I suppose like anybody, a little bit nervous, you know. You don't know what's going to happen, do you? But it was a fascinating evening.
Yeah.
And because I lived close by, I started going on my own during the day.
Yeah.
Which I still do occasionally. And things just used to happen. As you know, we'll talk about those things later, which you always thought was funny, but I didn't find so funny. But there we are. So that was it, yeah. So it was, here we go again, look. I can't believe it.
It's always the way.
I know. It's all planned, isn't it, I'm sure.
It's the history of Rendlesham, obviously the UFO.
Yeah.
Was that the main draw for you to go there?
Well, I had the chance to go there.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd try it. I didn't know that much about the UFO. I mean, when that landed, I was living in South London, so it was quite a long way from here.
Yeah.
But I suppose that was the interesting thing. I didn't all the stuff that's happened since. I wouldn't have thought possible. All the other things that have happened down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was mainly the UFO site.
Yeah.
And then things started to kick off from there, didn't they? So yeah, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Went down there, started going on my own again, and all the other stuff is incidental. I have some photographs as well. I don't know if you can see them on here later on from the forest.
Yeah.
So if you're going to put this out as a visual, I've got the photos out. So that's about it, really. And then as time went on, I started going there in the daytime. And then I joined the archery club with Steph. And that, which is probably a couple of miles from where the UFO landed.
Yeah.
The other side of the forest. So what happens in there can happen anywhere. You don't have to be by the UFO. But so stuff's happened to me all the way around that forest.
Yeah, because a lot of people say where the replica is, that isn't the right place where it landed.
No.
What are your thoughts on that one?
I've watched a couple of things on it. You know where this might be a coincidence, but you know the photograph of my granddaughter on the figure, which I'll show you later.
Yeah.
I think it was more there because they talk about the farmer's field, don't they?
Yeah, I was just going to say that, yeah.
And so I think it was somewhere around there. I watched, and he won't mind me mentioning his name, Ronnie Dugdale. A few months ago, I saw him on a video on YouTube showing some American guy around the forest. And he got as far as the tree where that strange picture occurred.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't want to go any further. He didn't like to go any further into the woods. I don't know why. You'd have to get Ronnie on here and ask him.
Yeah.
So I feel that the landing was further into the woods, into the forest, on that track.
That's interesting. So because of that, and the picture of your daughter, do you reckon that was a time slip, an energy field? What do you reckon it was? Being so close to where people say it might have landed.
Well, I don't know if oh God, what's happened there? That's gone wrong. Since that was taken, which was probably about 10 years ago, I've given it a great deal of thought. As I do. I don't much else, but I do that. Rendlesham. And then I listened to what Ronnie said on this video, and John Burrows, who we interviewed on Sunday Night Live thing.
Yeah.
I now think that was some kind of energy. Not so much a ghost, but some kind of energy.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look later on if you want.
Yeah, I also have to catch up on Ronnie's interview, whatever he was on. Yeah, I'll have to catch up on.
Yeah, you were there that day. It was probably a year or two ago. There was Ronnie and John Burrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both a couple of good guys, very interesting people, you know.
Oh.
So yeah, I think it must have landed around about there somewhere.
Mind you, they've actually put pigs on there now.
Have they?
And they get very spooked because I don't know too much about pigs, but when me and Simon went down to the forest, we walked up to the healing tree, which is whereabouts. And we touched the healing tree, and then all of a sudden we just looked over, so all the pigs just went silent and stopped. Excuse me. And they just stood there, and we just stopped what we were doing, just looked over, and all of a sudden they went to bolt like something was coming after them. And I don't know if that's normal pig behaviour, because like I say, I don't know, we don't know. But it was just so random that it just went dead quiet. They stood there, I'd say for about a minute, not even moving. Seemed longer, and then all of a sudden they went to bolt. So
they've got pigs in the forest now?
Yeah, on that farmer's field.
Oh, have they? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of pig farms around here. But I didn't know that on the farmer's field. Oh.
Yeah. But that's been a long time since anything's been on there. A very long time. Because they keep rotating it, don't they? Keep turning over the soil, but there's never anything on there.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and get down there in the week. I just waiting for the A12 to get finished, you know, because it's the.
Are they still working on that? Are they?
I think they are. Yeah.
How long's that been? That's been ages.
It started when I didn't go down there up since last November, and it was sort of just starting. It was getting a bit of a pain. So, but we'll go down there again. You know, it's nice to have a bit of a break, isn't it? You know, I've had all these years going down here, so it's nice to.
And they've got a nice little snack down van down there. So.
Oh, well, that's why you go, isn't it?
I've been there once, and it was very nice. Obviously, that is a draw for me because I am a cakey, but you know.
Of the stone, no cakes. But but getting back to that area.
Yeah.
I think it was last year I put a video on YouTube. I was near where the the model is of the craft.
Yeah.
And as you know, I can't really run because I smashed my leg on that. As I got near the track that goes across towards the field, a woman, she just glided ever so quick. Now you couldn't run, could you? You know, you couldn't run. You'd be falling over. And
because there's all trees there as well.
Yeah,
on one side. Yeah.
And she was gliding like that.
Yeah.
I tried to get her as quick as I could. I didn't have time to take a photograph. She'd either jumped the fence and gone through the farmer's field, which I would have seen her.
Yeah.
Or she would have gone straight through to track 12. Again, summertime, you can see right through, can't you? Yeah. Between the tracks. Nowhere, man. Nowhere.
See, that's interesting because that's exactly the same place. Remember when last time we all met up, I think Andy DeCoes was with us, the other Elaine, Tim, Simon. I feel really bad and I don't remember everyone's name and I do apologise. And that is exactly the same place, if you remember. We were walking and we saw this cloaked figure dash past us.
That's right.
So I went, oh, and you went, what was that? And I said, oh, I saw this. And you said, I just saw that as well. It was tatty, like rag type, just dashed right across the road. That's interesting.
Yeah, I can remember it. She was quite tall. She had a green dress on. It was strange, but nobody could run. You couldn't run that fast, not along that track. But there you go. It's always when you're on your own, isn't it? Or you can't get the camera, or you can't get your phone working quick enough. You know?
I don't think you're supposed to catch them, to be honest.
I've been told that. Yeah, people been telling me that for years. That drilling, the sound effects here today. Look.
Let me guess, it's been quiet all day.
It has actually. Anyway, we'll get over it. So since that day, though, it really has been very quiet. I'm trying to see over when we first started going down here. On tracks 10 and 12, that's where a lot of the stuff happened. And I've got down, there was women screaming, men shouting, akin to an invasion I put down here. Now, I don't remember, that was a couple of years ago. Again, track 12, shouting and screaming, but nobody else heard it. Growling, breathing, shuffling, groaning, young girl's voice. And she said, "Granddad."
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, before, so I'll try and get these pictures up. Yeah. And a discarnate man's voice asked me, my first night there, "Would you please leave the ancients and aliens alone?" And those were the words I got. As you know, doing what I did, but mediumship and all that, I do get people talk to me. And
so was that the same voice when you got told that? Was that the same voice you always hear?
Same voice. It's the same voice that told me last November, "We don't want you down here on your own."
That's interesting, isn't it?
People watching this probably think I'm full of what's it. But as you know, I don't do things. There's no point making stuff up. Exactly. It's the same voice I used to hear when I was doing the clairvoyance or the mediumship, or whatever you like to call it. It's the same voice. I hear it all the time. And that was the night I met Derek. And I said to him, and Derek said to me a few years after, he said, "I couldn't quite make out what you were talking about, but he said, I understand now."
Yeah.
Because he started to hear on think, didn't he? So you started, yeah. But that was my first sort of encounter with the spirit world in the forest, or whoever it was.
Yeah.
You know? Didn't put me off though, Elaine. Carried on.
That's good.
But there's so much in there, isn't there? There's so much. I've written stuff about it. I've just got a few notes here from a couple of years ago. But I think the area, I think track 12 is, and the next one, I think it's track 10, isn't it? The next, the one that sort of parallel with that.
Yeah.
But where we used to, I used to get things thrown at me. You didn't. You remember?
Which is unusual because I used to walk about with you. We used to do a lovely little day walk.
That's right.
And you used to always get pelted. I'm not.
I know. And you used to laugh because I had marks and like
bullet holes. It was just your reaction.
And there's no one there. There's just no one there, is there?
No.
You know, over the years, I've seen obviously people, if you like, or it's all paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
But I think those kids were laughing, and they always seem to fire something at me, like it's like having pellets or something.
Yeah.
And they sting.
Yeah.
But all you did, and people laugh. But
I was sympathetic in my laughter.
Yeah, it was quite painful. I think Derek was there the night or the day the hot stones fell out there.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if he ever told you about that. Yeah.
No.
But they definitely pick on me for some reason.
Is it because you're not listening at that moment? What do you think that is?
I don't know. Kids, innit? Probably think, oh, look at him, grumpy old git. But I'm not, you know. I don't know what they're thinking. But I have seen, like, there are youngsters in there.
Yeah.
And so I've got a picture of that girl with the black eyes as well. But other things that have happened in there, you know, when you go up, I think it's track 10, you've got the sandy bit, and the opposite was Derek's table. Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah.
I come up there one day, I was on my own, had the camera and all that with me, and 2 German airmen appeared. Now, it does sound far-fetched, I know, and anyone watching this will think, oh, it's bullshit. But I don't do that. 2 German airmen appeared in uniform, and the message I got was, we're sorry for what we did and what we were about to do. And they told me they were flying a Heinkel.
Yeah.
Well, a little while later, year maybe, I got a phone call, and someone said that they had found an German aircraft that had crashed not far from there.
Really?
Yeah, well, not far from Woodbridge, yeah. You know, sitting here doing this, talking like this, and knowing it's going on here, you do feel like people are just going to laugh, you know, take the mick. So I saw the airman there, and there's other things that I've witnessed down there. I mean, there's so much, isn't there? And we interviewed Professor Simon,
yeah,
who said that just beyond like track 7, or just going towards Butley, is the house there is owned or was owned by the head of the British Witchcraft Association or something, whatever it is.
All right.
And I remember a certain part of the forest where you used to go.
Yeah.
And feel not too clever. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. I loved, you know, it makes me feel dizzy, but that's my favourite part of the forest. I know it sounds weird, but it's just, it looks magical. If you in the forest, that's it.
You always come over feeling not.
I thought it's my vertigo, to be honest with you, and I thought, oh, here we go, because you don't want that when you're meeting friends to go for a walk.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got there, it seemed to just stop, and then I saw the cloaked figure walking through the trees. It called my name.
That's right.
I'm not a jumpy person, I say, but you never know till you're in a situation. And my reaction is like, huh, okay. You know, am I seeing that? Or, you know, you just question yourself sometimes. Am I actually seeing that?
But it does make you think, doesn't it? And you know, I've been, say, working with the other side since I was 71 years, and it's a long time. I don't maintain I know a lot or everything, because I don't. I can only talk about experiences.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I read somewhere that Aleister Crowley performed some of his tricks in that area. I don't know, which I don't know where I got this from. But we do know, as soon as I went in there, I knew there'd been witchcraft.
Yeah.
He said no, but it has had, so there's all sorts of stuff going on in there, right?
Actually, if he performed it where we walked and I saw that figure, I did have a video. For some reason, it's disappeared off my other YouTube. I don't know why. But when we stood there and we called Aleister Crowley, yeah, I get it. It's a forest. There's wind, but this seemed to be tunneled wind. Do you remember that?
That's right.
And it just directed itself at us. Now, normally wind's everywhere, as you know, wind is there, but this just felt like a tunnel. And it just aimed at us all, and that was really, really strange.
Yeah, so I don't know where I got that information from. Must have read it somewhere. But whatever, there's been a lot of magic stuff down here, and all sorts, you know. The other thing down here was I was in the archery part. Practicing my archery, which is complete rubbish. But anyway, it's by the by. I was with Steph. We're firing, and she was much better than me. Couldn't get over that. But anyway, she was really good. When I'm not going to say too much about the area because you know, but they had a container down there, like a 20-foot container, and the trees obviously. And I was standing there with trying to take aim, and this little creature about 3 foot tall came from behind this container in the tree, looked at me, made me jump. I made it jump, and it took off. Steph went and saw this as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2016, I was down with a friend of mine, the medium, and I'm going to mention the name because they might not like it, but she was very good. And we're walking along track 12, the usual bit where I have things thrown at me, and half a dozen of these little creatures ran through the forest. And she said to me, I've never seen anything like that before. Ghosts. I said, well, there's a strange thing. Larry, I reread Larry Warren's book.
Yeah.
Left the Eastgate a few weeks ago. Now, I'm not going to try and stir things up, but people said he weren't there, right? Funny thing is, Larry says in the book that by the craft were half a dozen of these little black creatures about 3 to 4 feet tall.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if, as they say, he weren't there, where did he see those creatures? So I think I've always liked Larry. You know, but he took me off his friends thing along with everybody else, unfortunately, because I'd love to talk to him again.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, if these creatures are still lurking there, you know, and he saw them that night.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Were they aliens?
If you've seen them, and obviously Larry says he saw them, do you reckon there's a portal there,
will be
a time slip? Do you reckon that there's one there for them to come?
Of course, the person I was with, who'd never been there before, she saw them. So it's not like in my imagination.
Yeah.
Steph saw the one that popped round from behind the thing, but she isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, you know, when I said ancients and aliens, because don't forget Boudica or Bodicea or whatever you want to call her, she was there with her clan. You had all sorts of other things going on there. But if these were ETs, say, these black creatures,
how
did they survive 40 odd years?
So that's why I'm wondering if there's like a time slip there, a portal.
I think there is.
Yeah.
I think there is.
Because they wouldn't just be waiting around, would they? They must flip through.
See, the day, I know you deny it, but I'm going to mention this anyway. You, me and Simon, your husband, were walking along track 7.
Still.
Right? I'm trying to explain, don't I? What's what? They think, you know, never know what people think, do you? But we're walking along track 7.
Yeah.
And you vanished. Now, I thought you'd gone for a leak, right? Because, well, where she, you know, whatever. And we kept walking. And Simon, I'll tell you what, I've known you about, 15 years, a long time. I've never seen Simon look so worried in my life. He was panicking because you disappeared. I'm now panicking because you vanished. But you maintain you didn't. You maintain you were walking along with us. But how could you have been?
Yeah, see, from my perspective, I'm also thinking about it, because I don't want to be a person that keeps adding to the story. So I'll say it from my perspective, but also want to put something else into that as well.
Yeah.
When you two are walking along, and obviously Simon, babe, like that, I'm actually looking at you, but I'm walking with you, but over a bit.
But you weren't there.
But how can I look at you two but still be going straight? Because you need to watch where you're walking.
All I can say is you weren't there.
But then, do you ever remember me walking off? I've just literally thought about it. Did I walk off? Because I remember walking with you two.
I don't remember you. You kind of, you know, I know what you're like, and you just, I'll just dip off. But don't go very far.
I can't remember.
I don't think you did, but you weren't with us. And I tell you, Simon, I was getting panicky because where is she? You know, where's she gone?
I'm actually panicking now. I don't recall walking off from you two. I remember walking with you two. And I know it sounds silly, but the next memory I've got is looking at you two because, you know, you're panicking. And I'm I'm loud talking. I'm here, but I'm looking directly at you, but I'm walking with you. So I'm looking the opposite way. But I don't recall walking off. I've never thought about it.
Well, and it weren't like 2 or 3 minutes. We're talking maybe 10 minutes. And we waited. We stood there waiting, and all of a sudden you kind of appeared. Where you been? Nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really think much of it, but I don't recall walking off. I know it's been a while, but because we concentrate when we laugh and joke about it and say about it, but I don't recall.
Well, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't talk about it. You know, people who know me, I don't make things up. I just tell you as it is, and that's what happened, Elaine.
I know. I'm questioning my brain now. I don't recall walking off from you. So I remember because you were there, Simon was there, and then all of a sudden, I can't recall. But then I'm looking at you two, but walking along with. I don't understand. I've never really thought about it.
Oh, I often, think about it. I haven't been to that area since, so I don't think I will. But it's like these little black creatures, they just appear. And I say, when I read Larry had seen these as well, then then I thought, well, he must have been there.
Yeah.
And they must have come from the craft, you see.
Exactly.
But anyway, whatever they are, whether they're dimensions, whatever they are, there's so much goes on down there.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at the photographs I've taken. I don't actually see that in the viewfinder. You know, like the monks and
Yeah.
I didn't see them, but the camera did. I just go, snap, 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 see if there's anything about. It's all rather peculiar.
What sort of camera do you use when you go down there?
The first one was an Olympus OM1. Getting on. The next one was it's the Canon EOS 2000, I think it is. And I think I don't think I was using a telephoto lens. I think it was just the ordinary 50mm lens.
Yeah.
And I don't see them, but the camera does.
That's interesting because I don't know nothing about cameras, but they must have. I don't know, so I don't want to say anything. I don't really know, but I don't know how they work. But they must have something extra in there that our eyes just do not have. I wonder if it's the infrared.
Could be. It could be.
Interesting, isn't it?
I'm wondering whether, because you're StreamYard, I don't know whether I can, if my slides would come up on.
Yeah, they should do, I reckon.
Yeah, they are.
There we go.
Some of my photos have come up on here. Oh, come on. Why won't you let me? Won't let me put them on your.
Oh.
It might. Try again.
Do I need to do anything? I don't know.
Blast.
I'm working off my tablet, so I can't help it.
Oh, yeah?
My laptop decided it wasn't having none of it.
Let me. No. Blast.
That's a shame.
Maybe I can get one of these. Can you see that, Elaine?
No.
Oh,
right. It's not. That's a shame.
Oh, what a blow, eh? See, it obviously doesn't work this way around. So I've got all the pictures there, but they're not showing, obviously, because.
That's a shame, yeah.
Anyway, getting back to all that with the monks and that hairy thing laying across the road. I mean, God, if I'd seen that, I'd have run. I mean, it's huge, big, hairy.
Yeah.
With an eye.
Yeah.
Gee, what a shame. I set all these out and I thought I'd be able to show them to you, but obviously
not. I'll see if I can put them in if I edit it. I'll see if I can just put them in that way. Then viewers have a visual.
Yeah, so getting back to all that, portals and whatever, it's like we were saying, the UFOs, they come from portals, no doubt. Lots of stuff in there, but these little creatures and other things we've seen in there, you only ever see them maybe once, possibly twice.
That is true, because it wasn't far from the Healing Tree, if I remember. I got this little alien. I did show you the picture many years ago. It's a see-through little alien. It's only about 3 foot. I wouldn't even probably say that, but say 3 foot. But it was see-through. You could literally make it out, though. But obviously, it's just hearsay because it's on a memory card, and where the memory card is, I don't know.
Oh, well, these black things are like see-through.
Yeah.
It's this. Yeah. And they've got no facial features. It's really, really odd.
Yeah.
But for 2 of us to see this, or 4 of us actually, just to see this thing is quite something.
Do you reckon they've got those faces because they move so quickly, it's just completely distorted?
Don't know. You know, I've spoken to people, but you know, you can't say too much, but I mean, you do hear some rubbish about some of this stuff, don't you? And you think,
yeah.
But I'm not one for making stuff up. I mean, these things happen. And
plus, you have pictures to prove it as well. So,
but it can be, I think, quite a scary place, especially if you don't know where you're going.
I've never been there at night, and to be honest, I don't know what it is. But me and Si went down there for an evening walk. Well, it was late afternoon, and to be honest, obviously changing seasons, I didn't realise how quick it was going to get sunset. And all of a sudden, I just started picking up the pace because I didn't want to be there the minute that sun set. I was on a mission, even though I was dying because we'd walked so far. I was on a mission to get back to that car park because I was adamant the minute that sun sets, I'm out of there. And I don't know why, because I don't have a problem with the forest because I love the energy. I just love it, the vibration of it all. But the minute that sun set, I was gone.
I mean, I've seen other things down here. Me and a mate of mine, Brian, he's gone as well. He's passed on. God, they're all passing on, aren't they? Brian, yeah, you didn't know him. Brian.
Oh, a different Brian.
He came from Ipswich. And anyway, we used to meet up. And we met up this day. It was a Monday morning. He was a bit of an early bird. So, you know, not really my thing. Anyway, it's about 10 o'clock, I suppose. And we walked further into the forest. And now I'm thinking, cool, where are we, you know?
Yeah.
And at that time, you could rely on the Apache helicopters to be flying, and you knew you had to turn whatever way to get back to the airfield, you know. Anyway, we're walking along this track, and this woman appeared with a dog. And she said, "Oh, hello, where are you going?" I said, "Well, we're trying to get back to the car park." Oh, that's right. I said, "If you turn right here, and you'll come to the house with the voices." And with that, she's gone.
House with voices.
And anyway, she just vanished. Don't know where she went.
Yeah.
Could have been spirit. Oh, who knows? But she vanished. Yeah. No, found this. We didn't find the house, and we certainly didn't hear the voices. But anyway, we managed to get back to the airfield.
Yeah.
We were quite a way out, you know. It's quite easy to get lost in there, isn't it? You know, it's easy to get lost in there.
Yeah.
But because you haven't got the helicopters flying in there, so there's no way you think, oh, blimey.
Trouble is, when we went for a walk, a couple of years ago, you thought we were lost, but all we had to do was look up and follow the electric lines.
True.
And there's only certain places where these lines are, but they seem to be. And I said, if you look up, there's lines, we'll just follow those.
But then I used to know a female down there and say, I'm going to bring a compass next time. Who was that? He's like, oh, that was you. The compass never materialised, did it?
It was on my other bag.
But, you know, there's so much going on down there, and you've got, like, they call them the tumuli or whatever you call them, like graves, aren't they, or whatever. There's a lot going on down there.
Yeah.
And having things thrown at you and fired at missiles or whatever you want to call them. See, I still think that these are like ancients, because I said about the ancients. And it's like someone with catapults, and it's what it's like. It's like,
yeah. I must admit, it does give that a sound as well.
It does, and then you've got one in the head, here, there, wherever, or half a dozen at once.
Yeah.
And I've heard kids in there, but you can't see them. You can't see anybody.
Mind you saying about missiles, do you remember when we met up with Derek? Your friend was there, Steph, Jamie was with us. I think Gwenda was with us, and we all walked to where the carvings were, the carving part of the forest, where they put the little animals and that. We walked slightly further back, and as we're all standing there in this opening, but obviously there's trees all about us, we just started to walk off, and this tree branch broke and slap bang straight up in the ground, and it went with a thud in between me and Jamie. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember that. No.
Oh, that went, because you actually felt the ground. And that was slap bang in between us. And I thought, if that would have knocked us on the head.
See, that's the thing. Even if you can't see these things, or like you say, the things that they're not meant to really hurt you. Like you say, with a tree, it's like it's it's aimed, isn't it? They know what they're doing.
And that thudded in that ground. Yeah, it didn't fall flat, straight upright. And everyone just stopped, and of course you lot have just looked back. I'm like this because I'm just about to walk. Jamie's looked at his back as if to say, "Oh," but that went down. Yeah.
But it's it's a phenomenal place. I mean, so much has happened. I've got stuff written about it in here and all that sort of stuff, and it's just unbelievable what went on in there. And when you see it talking about it, you think, oh, not that much, because there's so much happens. But you've got to
sometimes it catalogues so much in your brain, and it's the same with me. It's like someone will say to me, or if I'm talking to you, oh, anything happened? Things have happened, but I catalogue them because it's just like, oh, not being, nasty or rude or to spirits or whatever, but so many things happen, you just catalogue it.
Yeah.
And only when someone says, oh, yes, I've had that, you think, oh, and you jump up sort of thing and say, yes, I've had that. But when other people ask, it's like, no, nothing's happened. But it has.
Yeah. I mean, I've met people over the years who've seen a lot more, have been going there for donkey's years. But I was, it was Gwenda's husband, when he worked at Bentwaters, he invited me down one evening.
Yeah.
I went down there. Oh, it was great. It was 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
There was another guy we met up with. And all of a sudden, above us appeared a craft.
Yeah.
About 9 years ago. And this bloke went, what is that?
Yeah.
It was big. Again, sounds far-fetched. A voice, the same voice as I heard all the way through, said, what you think and what you say is correct.
Yeah.
I had a camera. Did I take a picture? No. Because you're not supposed to, probably. And it went. I mean, I don't see the guy now. I can't even prove, going to want to.
Yeah.
But me, I don't go making things up. There's no point. So
see, that's interesting. You got that voice because paranormal and UFO are so connected because of the energies. So normally, because they say when paranormal happens, UFO happens, or UFO happens, paranormal happens because of the built-up energies.
Well, I read an article yesterday.
Yeah.
It was about people with blue eyes.
Right.
When I get these done, I'm going to wear these glasses, won't I? And
just sort of pan out.
Yeah, sort of sharply, Elaine. Don't all about it. Yeah, I still my teeth. And now I've lost my thread now. Oh yeah, some guy, I think it was on Facebook, or might have been YouTube, might have been TikTok, who knows. I'm a fan of all three, And it was talking about people with blue eyes from over the centuries, and blue eyes were made. Oh, I wish I kept all the information because I just can't remember it. But people with like these blue eyes who are very psychic, apparently. But, and this is really strange.
Oh.
A lot of what we get or what we think is being fed to us by ETs.
Yeah.
And this was on Facebook, or one of those 3 platforms yesterday. I'd never heard of this before.
Oh.
And, you know, I get like a lot of whistling in my ears. And before I used to do the demonstration, whoosh, used to really go to town.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like when I did the dems, I used to, lucky enough, I used to see the person communicator. So it was quite easy to do what I did. And I say, what you see down Rendlesham, it's no different than what I see when I was doing the clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Except they're walking about, a lot of them walking about. But I don't know, Elaine. It's so much has happened over the last sort of 14 years, whatever it is, 15 years.
Yeah. So what would you say to anyone who's going down to the forest for the first time? Would you say be positive, but don't expect to see anything?
Yeah, don't go down and sort of shouting and hollering and, you know, whatever. Yeah, don't expect anything. Expect nothing and you might get something.
Exactly, yeah.
And you might hear like the noises. Yeah, it could be an animal. You know, you get the deer and the things in there and the adders and all that. I know you can't hear the adders, can you? You keep your eyes open for them, don't you? It could be other people down there, which is why I like going midweek.
Yeah.
Going midweek, there's not many people there.
Yeah.
Have a camera, and just all I used to do was take snaps. I didn't, as you know, you should snap, and you end up with something.
Yeah.
Like anything really. I mean, what goes on in here is unbelievable. But luckily, the last few days, a friend of mine come in, who's heard what goes on in here. So, you know, I've got witnesses to it, but it's happened since I was 4, all this paranormal paraphernalia, whatever it is. And maybe I'm lucky, or I don't know, maybe I'm not so lucky. And it's the same as Rendlesham. You can, you know, you go down there, can't you?
Yeah.
Go there with an open mind, expect nothing.
Yeah.
And
something may just happen,
Yeah, something. On Sunday, we interviewed Joe and Dorinda.
Yeah.
And Joe used to sit with the Bigfoot, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I said, well, there's a photograph, and I couldn't show it. The same thing happened. Couldn't show it. I've got a photograph near where the big crater is, where the air was. And coming out of there is a thing. It looks exactly like one of those Bigfoot things.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Like a big gorilla.
Yeah.
Now, where did it come from? If I'd seen that, or you'd seen it, you'd have run, wouldn't you?
Just thinking that hairy bush, as you call it, what if that's a Bigfoot curled up asleep, not well, on the path, because not many people walk there?
Well, the actual photograph was the monks.
Yeah.
And that airy thing was joined on. So I just separated the pictures. That's what I did.
Yeah.
But if you
look out there, though.
I'll send the photo over to you. If you look on the tree, where the monk looks like he's hanging, but he's not.
Yeah.
You can see like a woman's head, which looks like some kind of Indian type woman, Red Indian, whatever.
Yeah.
Behind the tree, you'll see a little grey with its eyes.
Yeah.
And I'll send the picture over.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to view.
I'll do it in a minute.
Yeah.
And put it on here and see what the listeners will think about it.
Yeah.
But you know me, you know, there's no way I could make this stuff up.
No.
You know that.
Yeah.
But I will be going there again. So I'll tell those little kids down there, whoever it is, I'm coming back. And I bet they come armed with whatever they
He's coming home, everybody.
whatever it is they fire at me. And he stings. and all you do is laugh.
It's just your reaction.
Reaction?
But then I think you have to have a positive attitude to draw in the energy anyway. So I'm helping you connect, Alex.
Anyway, yeah, I think they like me, really.
They do, because it's nothing serious.
Elk is a figure of fun, really. But no, I don't mind. It is just a bit strange. But there you go. It's lots more to it in there, but you can't really talk about it. You've got to see it, haven't you? You've got to look at it.
Yeah, you have to experience it, yeah.
Experience it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely energy. You feel different. And I'm not into all that stuff, but you can definitely feel the change.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining me for our little talk.
Thank you.